Good day everyone, this is Vanessa here. Welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to share with you my experience as a postgraduate living in a student accommodation straight on campus in Exeter. First of all, I would like to start by saying that my opinion is subjective. So take this with a grain of salt because everybody's different and everybody's experience will totally differ depending on expectations, past experiences, and most importantly, what each person wants or expects to get out of student life and their uni experience. So let's start by talking about the actual campus. Everybody is pretty enchanted with the surroundings. I, for once, don't like them. I was expecting it to be quite a quiet place and all, but I was not expecting it to be this secluded. Everybody's saying that we have here those beautiful trees and this view of the city from up the hill, which is true, but then again it depends on what you like. I am a city girl, so for me the fact that this campus, it's a big endless forest, it's not exactly nice. On my first day exploring the campus, it took me about 2 hours to reach from the forum to Clydesdale Rise building where I live, which is, well, quite a thing, taking into account that if you know your way around, it's a maximum of 5 minutes walk. Let's talk about the accommodation itself. As you might or might not know, Clydesdale Rise is a self-catered accommodation. So, as a result, we do have a shared kitchen in here among what is considered to be a household, that is all the people that live on the specific floor. Me and a group of other 5 girls, when I've reached here, I thought I'm going to reach uni, focus on my studies and just like say hello, goodbye, and that's going to be it. Oh, no. Not the case. I came here within the first week. One of my flatmates knocked at my door. How are you? I'm your flatmate and my name is... We need to know each other. I was like, okay, nice. Then things started going downhill. Actually, you've got to talk to this particular girl. Why you're not talking to this other girl? Another aspect is the fact that the building in itself looks rather old, and for some reason there's always some maintenance work going on. So you cannot say, okay, today we're having some maintenance work, then let's say for the next month or so things are going to be appropriate for studying. No. Each and every week some maintenance work needs to be done. The noise. I'm sure that those of you who've been at Exeter or plan to come to Exeter know that those buildings are small, and for some reason people decide to come out in the hallway and chat. Let's see what you have eaten, or let's go shopping together, or where do you like to go shopping? All this while you are trying to finalize an assignment, maybe go through some reading, or maybe read something new so that you can be one step ahead. Nobody cares about that because for some reason in student accommodation you are supposed to be friendly and make friends regardless of whether you want it or not, because that's the way it should be. Cleanliness wise, I would say it's not exactly the cleanest area. It's acceptable. And because you're sharing it with people, it's never going to be quite clean. The University of Exeter does say that if you have any issues in your accommodation, for whatever reason you don't like it or anything, then you can reach out to them and they can offer you a room move. The Residence Life team, they do offer you a 30 minutes Teams call, which is pretty nice. But apart from that, like, nothing really gets done. I've complained several times about the situation in the accommodation and nobody's actually helped me. Yes, we are going to help you, we are going to do our best, and yes, and then they told me that, well, we've received your application for the room move, but then again, we are prioritizing those that come from the well-being team. So if you cannot reach the well-being team, it's quite a tedious process to get in touch with them. Nobody's going to actually help you. And you're stuck with people. I think it's important to mention that it is not a priority for the student guild or the Residence Life team to make sure that people respect each other. Another thing about the Exeter accommodation, it's the fact that those maintenance workers have the permission to actually go into your room if you do not manage to say hello on time so that they can hear that you are inside. All mail, large parcels, are going to be delivered to your residence reception. Some buildings, such as Clydesdale Rise and Nash Grove, have the reception somewhere in another building, which is, well, let's just say not exactly the best thing, because if you have large parcels, you are going to have to carry them, which is quite uncomfortable. When it comes to doing your laundry, they do have laundry rooms, but you have to pay for each load. Overall, I don't like the student accommodation. As I said at the very beginning of this video, it depends on your expectation and your personality. For me, I do like to focus on my studies. I'm not into socializing and I'm not into small talk. I do not recommend student accommodation. I have a friend who does say that private accommodation is far better, so I believe that would be a better option if you intend to focus solely on your studies and value your quiet time. This sums up my experience in Exeter student accommodation. Now I'm curious to hear from you. Let me know if you lived in student accommodation, how you liked it, and also if you plan to come to Exeter. Would you consider student accommodation? Would you agree or disagree with me? I'll see you again.